about our lives and the things that we have in common. There's so few things that we think we have in common with each other, but we have so very many things. And we have so many people that we think are our enemies. And there are a lot of enemies out there, don't get me wrong, but there are more friends out there than there are enemies. And there are people that you may think are your enemies who are potential friends. And the way in which we bridge that divide is by, I guess, talking to each other and getting to know each other. And I know that this is like a weird way to start a set, but let me tell you why. Noah and I, we used to play in a band together we did a lot of touring for many years, and then we got older. You know, we're not super old. I'm 35, you're 35, right? Yeah, and I don't know, like I suppose that's maybe a little bit older in the punk scene, but what happened was we used to play a lot of music together, and then we all moved to different parts of the world, and we started we started doing different things. Noah became a carpenter for movies. He's worked on really cool stuff. Tell me about what you've done.
I did a Sasquatch movie that came out. It didn't do
like a movie,
but it was pretty fun. It's gonna be like on Netflix soon. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a lot of us. Yeah, fucking Sasquatch. He's real.
Yeah. No, he is.
They're real.
Well, let me tell you. I think that Sasquatch is actually an alien race, an interdimensional species.
Believe that.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking A.
And
okay, cool.
And so we have a bunch of other friends that would play with us. Some of us ended up doing lots of different things, like Dylan Nazreen started working in prison help for literacy in prisons. I became a teacher. I was a kindergarten teacher, and now I work at a community college. And so, long story short, we haven't done this in a long time. I'm kind of nervous, and so I guess Micah asked us. He said, "Do you want to come out and play this thing?" And I said, I was with my partner. She's a kindergarten teacher too, and I said, "I don't know, Elise, should I play a show? I haven't played a show in like 5 years." And I said, "Should I do this thing in Colorado?" And she said, "Go out there. And I said, hey Noah, do you want to go to Colorado? Yeah. And so, what else do we got doing? So,
who doesn't want to come to Colorado?
So because I'm a teacher, I was like, the only way that I know how to present in front of people anymore is with PowerPoint presentations. So I have a PowerPoint presentation for you today. And it's a series of pictures. Some of them are pictures from my life, from our lives, from the world that we live in. Some of them, I'm not entirely clear, but they help us figure out what the set list is because we don't entirely know. We kind of are playing a game of roulette with the pictures that are here. So this dog right here is smoking, if you can't tell. This is a smoking dog. And let me tell you about this dog. This dog, there's a backstory behind this dog. So I took my friend Rena to the hospital. She's having heart surgery in a week. Send good thoughts.
Rena!
For Rena. And I took Rena to the hospital, and on the wall was a series of pictures of animals smoking cigarettes. And it said, "Smoking doesn't make you look cool, but look at this fucking dog."
Look at this fucking dog.
So
we need to work on that campaign.
I stopped smoking a while back. I stopped drinking. A shout out to Matt Pless, who played earlier. He's sober now. And another reason that I stopped touring is I got sober also 4 years ago. And it's different touring sober. So all my respect to Matt for continuing doing it despite being sober is different, and it's different, I'm just a fucking guy talking on the microphone. My head's clear as day. This sucks. It fucking sucks. So anyway, welcome. And I think if it's all right, I'm gonna sit down because it makes me feel a little more comfortable. And if the people who were maybe in the first 5 rows would want to take a knee, have a seat, and just jump up so that the people in the back can jump. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Obviously, if you want to go back and stand, that's cool. But anyone who wants to maybe sit, come up front. We're gonna make this a little lounge act, and we're gonna do it like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hope it's not too loud.
Yeah!
God damn it, rent strike. Just follow rent strike with a lounge act.
They fucked us.
Very good, bro. Go for it. Go for it, don't you? Can't worry.
They stuck you in the dirt. Well, I was still awake. Nobody had the decency to tell me about it anyway.
What? They want to go in?
Well, I guess it's for the best that they laid you down to rest. That some wreck like me to ruin things and turn into a mess. I remember when we ran away and the car we stole broke down along some dusty desert highway.
Nobody laughed around.
And so we
hitched a ride to Reno. And the rain went by, she wouldn't fit.
and the minister got drunk before we got till we got sick. And I know we could have done much better. I know your bad habit. Some rotten man, nobody's savior, your oldest friend. Kind of weird, huh? I haven't slept the same since you've been gone. And when I do sleep, the nightmares come. This head I live hasn't been the same without you here. Our daughter still won't speak to me. My letters are returned at all. I can't believe the mess I made of things. And of course I know you could have done much better. And I know that I must have been a real fucking nightmare. Some rotten man, nobody's savior, your oldest friend.
Fucking A! Woo! Ah, yeah. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Fucking A!
Alright, so we're not called the taxpayers.
No, we changed.
We're called the revenue streams. Me and Noah together.
Oh, yeah!
So, alright. Yeah. This is a one-time only show of the revenue stream.
Yeah! Fucking A!
Alright, well, let's see what's next on the slideshow.
I didn't really plan that.
They're just in a random order. I didn't even plan that.
Serendipity. I learned that word.
Okay, alright, so there's a story behind this picture. So, I don't know if can you see this at all? Can you tell what this is? Yeah. A little bit? Alright, so what does it look like to you? It looks like a lake. That's my fucking front yard. So 3 days ago, I live in New Orleans, Louisiana. My partner and I, we're both, teachers, and we don't have a lot of money, but we were like, one day I want to own a house. And so what we did is we're like, we can't afford a fucking mortgage. I don't have credit. I was in a fucking punk band for 10 years. Like, how do you get a mortgage? And so we were like, okay, all right, let's think about this. The industrial part of town with the factories and the dump and the stray dogs and the chop shop and all that.
Beautiful.
They got some pretty cheap land over there, right? So we were like, okay, let's buy some vacant lots and we'll turn it into like a house. And so we've been building houses there. We've been living there. We don't have a bathroom. We have poop buckets.
Oh, woo!
Yeah.
Fucking A!
Can you imagine when you were in kindergarten, your kindergarten teacher had a poop bucket?
Like, take a shit in this bucket.
So this happened 3 days ago. It was from a rainstorm, and then when I left to come over here, I texted or I emailed you, Micah, and I said, "There's a hurricane here. I don't know if I'm going to get out." And so I don't know if anyone's been following the national news, but there was a hurricane that was been going through New Orleans today.
Yeah.
Now the good news is the yard doesn't look like that anymore. It's gone. No, I'm just joking. It's
Washed
actually,
away.
The hurricane missed us, and so everything's okay. The cats are okay, our chickens are okay, and everything like that. Now, I'm trying to find a way to figure out what song I intended by this picture.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the next one.
You have a song about climate change?
Okay, that's why. All right, so the reason for this is because what's that? That's a picture of it's an air conditioner, right? And those are pictures of salt and pepper shaker chickens. And the one in the middle is my, that's a chicken that I put my cream in for my coffee. And so when you tip it out, it comes out its mouth. It goes, bleh, and it puts cream in your coffee. And the reason that I'm showing you this picture, and I showed you the picture of the lake in my front yard, is because, oh my God, is because we have like one neighbor, right? And they're down the block, and everything else is a factory or a dump or like piles of tires. And our one neighbor, they have a bunch of kids, and they're awesome. They're super hardworking, and they help us with all kinds of stuff. They play games all over. They're just great kids, right? So one kid, Maurice, he's 10 years old. He's a hard worker. He's trying to hustle up money. So he's always asking me, like, do you have any work for me? And I'm always trying to throw him money. I asked his mom and dad, like, is it okay if I pay him? Because when I was a kid, I mowed lawns and stuff like that. And so they said, yeah, sure, go for it. And so Maurice came over 2 weeks before the flood happened, and he said, do you have any work for me? I said, yeah, do you want to mow the lawn? The lawn's pretty long. And so he's like, fucking 100 degrees, it's New Orleans in the middle of summer, and I go to the store to get him a Gatorade because he's working his butt off, and I come back, I pay him his money, I give him I'm like, oh, you want a Gatorade? I got you a Gatorade. And he's like, I don't want a Gatorade? Give me air conditioning! And so I wrote a song about, with that title, it's not really about that, but it's called Give Me Air Conditioning, and that's what we're going to play for you.
Yeah.
All right, yes. Oh yeah. Flooded every home. Built up tall, levee, better hope that it'll hold. Worked all weekend, tried to get along. Somebody tell me how to fix everything that's going wrong. Don't give me shelter. Give me air conditioning. Give me good shoes, give me hot food, give me God's true religion. Give me power.
Woo!
Lost my lover, lost my way. Anything to love you, can't take my pain. It's on to the southeast, wildfire to the west. Everything is broken, but I guess that we are blessed. Don't give me shelter. Give me air conditioning. Give me good shoes, give me black shoes, give me God's true religion, give me power.
Yeah.
Give me crime checks, give me train wrecks, give me God's true religion, give me power. Cadillacs, give me all of that. Give me power.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah!